Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Thief 2, the Metal Age. So this is behind us now. We've done everything we needed to do. We got all the money. We didn't kill anybody. We're back at the bell tower. We've gotten everything done. Everything is done. And so we can now leave this horrible level behind. And we can go on and find out exactly what Karras is doing here in the rest of the world. And find out how that and Victoria work with us to get to what we need to go do. So let's go and find out. Yes! Mission complete! Speaking of which, do all these things. Did them. Covered it. Covered all of it. Did it. Traveled, infiltrated, activated, broke, found, stole, didn't, and wind. Let's go.
I hate to admit it, but you were right about the new scripture of the Master Builder. Karras is up to something, and that book is his master plan. It's too bad he's gone into hiding, or I'd make him eat his words.
Karras is fanatical by nature, but now I fear his ambition as well.
Please help me.
You say he's giving these servants as gifts?
Yes, and they must be connected somehow to the scripture. The servants are weapons, and the nobles have just invited them into their homes. I should be so lucky.
And the schematics confirm what my agents presumed. Markham's Isle is the staging area for the Cetus project.
You knew about Markham's Isle? Do you know what it took to get into that office? I don't appreciate you wasting my time.
You are arrogant, Garrett. Yet, you underestimate your own importance to the cause. Your actions have been invaluable.
Do we know what the Cetus project is?
The schematics are too technical to decipher, but the name they reference, Brother Cavador, is the best lead we've had in months.
Then we need him. I'm sure you'd love to ask a high-ranking Mechanist a few questions. I'll go see if I can't convince Cavador to come back with me.
There is much we could learn from him. Lotus, my agent on Markham's Isle, may have information on Cavador. Unfortunately, we've had no word from him for some time.
Then he got careless. I won't make the same mistake.
I have hope that Lotus is still alive. He's a faithful agent and a trusted friend. If you could find him, we would be in your debt.
I just hope you realize the risks I've been taking for you. It's not every day my services come so cheap.
I guess free is technically cheap. Ah, precious cargo. Kidnap Cavador and return with him to your rowboat. Find Lotus. He may have some useful information on Cavador. Find and read another passage from the new scripture of the Master Builder. The old lighthouse keeper was quite the sailor in his day. A smuggler friend has commissioned you with finding and stealing the man's antique navigation globe. It should be somewhere in the house. Long before the Mechanists took control of Markham's Isle, it was used as a base of operation by a band of pirates, led by Dark William Markham himself. Rumor has it that Markham left a substantial amount of treasure behind. Find it. Don't kill any Mechanists. Now, remember, drowning people is considered killing them. They still breathe. I find that very interesting. It's one of the few very interesting things about Thief is even from the first game, if you knocked someone unconscious and threw them in the water, they would drown. I found that very interesting. So you have to be very careful because Markham's Isle is an isle and people can drown. So we'll have to be careful where we stash bodies. I don't think any game even today has that same functionality where people can drown if you shoot them. So we got 2013 monies. We're going to go ahead and arrow it up. Probably could use some water arrows. These are Mechanists, or not water and moss. Wait, 10 moss arrows. These are Mechanists we're talking about. Maybe a gas arrow? How much are gas arrows? 500 per. I could get 4. That was 2 now. Vine arrow currently carrying 3. Moss arrow currently carrying 10. They're 125 apiece. We have 40 water arrows. Even if I missed every clean shot, I think 40... I'm going to say this out loud, and it's going to be the death of me. 40 water arrows might be enough. We'll get 15 moss arrows. Can't go wrong with 15 moss arrows. Because, again, we're probably going to be dealing with steel. A lot of steel and iron and underfoot. Gas arrows, now I don't have enough for even one gas arrow. Speed, don't need. Fire arrow, we could use a fire arrow to blow someone up, but the 300 I could only buy one. So, when all else fails, go with what you know. And so we're gonna go with 20, well. Much better. 6 moss arrows, 25 water arrows, puts us at 45 water arrows, 16 moss arrows. More than enough. There's no flashbangs or anything in here either, which is kind of interesting. So let's go.
If I were Cavador, where would I be?
Mars. Nice drilling machine. Interesting. Oh. I hear the pitter-patter of little footsteps already. Oh. Alright, we're not going to be polite on this one, but we are going to try to be sneaky. Because I really don't want to bump into people, so we will continue to beat the ever-loving crap out of the back of people's heads, but we will do so in a slightly sneakier manner than previously suggested. I believe this does a... Fun. Do we get anything? Ooh, hello. I'm assuming that's a silver ore? Excuse me. So our first bit of... Hey, look! Our first bit of money, and we worked for it. We operated a drill for it. Look at that. Oh, here there be pirates. Whoa, here there be piratey booty. Sweet. What do we got? Construction journal. Our work on the underground facility doth proceed as planned. When first we arrived here on Malcolm's Isle, we found the cove deserted. The lighthouse stood inoperable, and the house of its keeper lay in near ruin. Whatever pirates didst make this place their home departed long before we arrived. The cutthroats didst maintain a hidden base neath the lighthouse, containing several shoddy buildings of poor wood. For the most, we destroyed these mockeries of construction, but those that were sound we left standing, to be used for our own purposes. Indeed, on the instructions of Cavador, our new facilities have been built directly into those structures that we didst take over. It is sad indeed to see such powerful steel tainted by the touching of rotting wood, but need dictates our actions. The new drilling machine is in truth miraculous. Its bit doth bore through solid granite, and the builder's children canst easily assemble and disassemble the machine wherever need doth compel it. This doth prove most useful when we must needs carve out isolated sections of the caves. My eye spied another nugget of silver today. The veins are rich with the builder's bounty. Methinks I'll keep this little discovery to mine own self. Doth. I mean, he says it enough. He says it enough. We're gonna doth our way to existence here. Alright. So we have to be careful because there's at least one patroller. There could be more. But we do also have to keep an eye out for steely things. Well, down here, I don't know. Is it stealing down here? Whoa, why are we... We're like bouncing. 1 second. We're like bouncing a little bit here. I think, is that better? I think that's better. Okay. Lots of lanterns. Ooh. Mushroom.
It's a long way up.
Yeah, but we're not taking the elevator. What do you think we are, a fool? Sometimes I wonder if there's something hidden under the elevator. You know, like somebody drops something under the elevator. Let's find out. Alright, so we're not taking the elevator, but again, we do have to search about for, like, hidden loot that may be thrown about by people. Now, here's going to be another one of those whole falling to our doom things that we have to be cautious about. So there's going to be lots of little quick saves here and there, and maybe a load or two, because again...
Part of this unbeholdable machine, and therein lies my salvation.
Okay. So yeah, more than anything, more than any other type of death in Thief, my biggest type of fail is falling to my doom. Mostly because Garrett doesn't...
Bespeak thyself, and test my patience no more.
Great. Stupid alarm.
Karras will guide mine search, heathen.
Well, let him. I'll guide you to no place, sir. Okay, I can jump across, or I can go up the other side. I think we were... Ooh. Okay, let's be ballsy about this. Why not? Yeah, he can kind of see us. Hello. up. Hey, hey, look at that. Like men. Alright, we've got to jump across there, so we should be able to... There we go. Now we can skip that middle bit there, but I'm curious. Curious.
Where hast thou gone?
To Mars. I got to Mars. Ooh, hello, tiny lever. Your tiny machine proves no match for me. I wonder if I can drop down without breaking my knees. He's gonna be wandering for a minute. I don't know if he's doing anything important. He might not be. I'm wondering if he has anything I can steal. Okay. Should be quiet now. Don't hurt yourself, Garrett. Good. This might be important. Shh. There will be no dreams. Okay. So we're looking at? We're looking at gate to lighthouse. Gate to workshop. Is up on or is up off? I guess up is off, right? I mean, if I were to lift a lever, I would assume that it means up rather than down. That's my assumption as a non-lever designer. I have never designed a lever malfunction or function in my life, so I don't know whether up is supposed to be one or the other. How are we doing up here? Okay. I think the rocks were added post. Ooh. Because, or not the rocks, excuse me, the vines were added post-production because it looks like the rocks are there for you to try to climb them, like you can climb up that one or jump off that one or use the elevator. But honestly, I think they had to add the vines because they couldn't make it work. Ah, hello, Patrol.
Thus spake Karras.
Thus spake Karras. What she means is Karras said a thing or two. Okay. Now we can go that way, but I believe that way is just an exit. Just like this way. So we're gonna use this way as an exit first. Hey, big guy. We're not gonna screw with anything in here, I don't think. Well, we're gonna read this note at least. Friend Gorik, please make thou haste in repairing this child. That treacherous pagan didst harm it most grievously. But fear not that any more of thy companions will be harmed, for the saboteur has been subdued. Friend Pendulous. Ah, so they captured our our target, the guy who needed to help us. I have no idea what these do. I think if you pick them up, you can throw them, but not in the mood for that. Too bad you couldn't surprise a guard, right? Like, throw something off a ledge, and they're like, what's that? And they turn around, and they fall off a ledge. Like, ah! Make my life a little bit easier. Alright, so we have a well here. How functional. Any water arrows I might be able to partake upon? No? Alright. So more death and destruction and gravity gravity defying action. Thank you. Is it raining? I think it's raining. Okay, this is gonna be fun and interesting. Oh, very fun and interesting. This is gonna be very bright when we climb out of here, so let's pick a direction that's wall-based. Wait for him to start to leave. Okay, and then alley-oop. Very bright, very bright, very bright, very bright. Okay, we're good. Alright, I am not unpleased by this thing. I don't know if that's a person or not. I think this is the boathouse that we're looking for. Oh, hey, guard that I did not see standing right there the entire time. Oh, wow, that was really bad. Alright, so yeah, I think this is the lighthouse keeper's home. There will be no dreams. You know, I should have found a place to hide the body before I gave her a good whack in the head. I guess I could, like, close off a light area here. Okay, there's somebody out there, so I gotta move. Come here. Come on. If nothing else, that'll keep her quiet. Okay. It's really hard to hear things with all the rain. I find that interesting. Ooh, interesting. It's not dark enough here. Ah, but here, we have a closet. Again, I find it very interesting that the designers really helped design the game. They really try to design the game to allow for a no impact run, not a 100% stealth run, but a no impact run, meaning that you don't impact the environment. You have no doors open. You have anything that you know. The only thing you take with you is what you steal. You leave no doors open. You leave no arrows behind. You knock nobody out. That wall is different. None of that, you know. And I love how the developers actually went out of their way to make that a thing. We're gonna take out this hallway light.
Is there someone there?
Ah, see, smart me.
Construction is proceeding as planned, friend. Even below thy feet we extend our workings. The structures those pirates left behind are structurally adequate, but they show their unworthiness in the clear light of the builder's torch. Soon, they will be replaced by iron and steel.
The lighthouse seems sound enough. When once I was a hammer.
The Order of the Hammer. Ha! The old ways are dead, my friend. Thou wert right to forsake the crudity of the hammer for the majesty of the gear.
Aye, 'tis true that the old ways are crude, but they can be effective still. Look around you, friend, at these rotting planks and beaten boards. 'Twould take but a hammer and nail to put things right again.
Again you think of the past, of repairing the unworthy wood. 'Tis folly. Begin anew, so that thy buildings know the glory of metal and gear. Something so corruptible deserves not the builder's regard.
Perhaps not, friend, perhaps not. Still, it troubles my heart to look upon such disrepair.
You know, that's a good attitude to have. You may not be, you know, you may not need to repair it with wood, but repair it, right?
What noise there that softly
Nothing? You heard nothing? So yeah, I mean, it's nice. That would be the kind of attitude you'd want to cultivate, right? The kind where someone's like, well, you know, we don't have to fix it with wood, but can we, for the love of God, fix it with something? Put up some steel plates, throw the wood out the door, something. Instead of leaving this mess here for everybody to look upon, right?
Is that thou, friend?
It could be that thou,
The wind
friend.
plays tricks on me today.
It do. We're gonna leave him there to his own business.
And Karras said,
Whoa!
Let us give thanks to
Hello,
the
buddy.
builder, for he hath formed my hands with fingers. And behold my fingers interlock with cogs, like cogs on a gear.
Thank you.
I am part of his
You're part of his what now? Well, I mean, I suppose you could be part of it, but I'm not entirely sure how that fits. Alright, let us look about. Hello, hello, what are you? My dearest Virginia, I beseech thee, my love, return not to Starlight Cove. Those notorious pirates are back, and I fear they mean to remain. Last night, I overheard 2 of the scoundrels. I believe they're planning on establishing some kind of base in the underwater caves. I fear for my life, but the time has come to take a stand. To be safe, I've hidden our valuables in the crawl space. My only hope is that the courier ship arrives on schedule, so that this letter is delivered to you in time. Your beloved Nathaniel. Well, since the letter's still sitting in your attic, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. Aha, aha. Now, if I'm right, this opens that. Well, that. But yeah. So this is the lighthouse keeper's house of light, which is very dark. So it looks like the letter never came. Now, here's the question. Here's a very important question. The letter never left the island. Or if it did, it came back with the young lady. But let's assume for a moment the letter never left the island. We're going to have to do this really quietly as possible. Okay. Good. So let's assume for a moment that the letter never left the island, which means you have to wonder, did the lady come? Did she arrive? Did she show up? Did she say, hey, I need to come to this place and do this thing? But then again, regardless, right? She would have returned. If the letter was here, if it had reached her and it's here, which means she would have come back. If the letter never left, she'd be here anyway because she was not told not to come back. Ah, pretty.
This should fetch a nice price.
Navigation globe, all mechanically, absolutely. So you know, in a no impact run, I would have to go back upstairs and close that door. I know that sounds really weird, but that's how you do a no impact run. You have to close every door, flip every switch, turn off every light. Any gate you open, you have to close again. It's insane. Like, I would have to go back down underground and close that gate down there to do a no impact run. It's intense. If you want to be really hardcore, it is a very intense way of playing the game. Okay, I think that leads into the lighthouse proper. So, oh, hey guy. We're gonna move his body slightly because I think there's someone who patrols outside and I don't want to get caught. Yeah, that would have been bad to open up that door into the hallway. I'm not putting out these lights, which is really stupid on my part. I should really be putting out these lights. Yeah, there's a guard that patrols outside. Really bad on my part because I should be putting out these lights. There's some moss growing in the corner. I love it. Moss for moss arrows. In case you didn't buy any, get some freebies. Okay. I think we may go take out that guy who's wandering around outside. Again, this is just making sure that people are unconscious so that I don't have to deal with them at a later date. Alright. Unfortunately, it's very bright out here, so I have to be... Alright, as long as we're not moving, we should be good. Now, here's a boat. A lifeboat, I assume. A raft boat, something. Oh, caution. Okay, the upstairs guard in here. This is a nice house, too. Look at this. 2 stories tall. Nice house. Okay, I'm going to assume no one else patrols out here, and he's unconscious, so I'm going to drop this guy right here just to kind of keep him out of the line of sight of anyone who may turn around. Second floor guy is still up there being all second floor guy. That leads to... yeah, that leads back to where we were in the well, but on the other side. So we're gonna rush back this way. Because we do have to find our dear pagan friend, who is captured somewhere about. And we should take out this big guy while we have a chance. If we have a chance. He shouldn't fit in this doorway, so I should be able to squeeze in here. And be ignorant. Oh, whoa. Game. We have some frozen stuff. Can I use this? Non-functional frozen. Ooh. 0 degrees. Yikes. Probably 0 because it can't go negative. Alright, we can vanish with this. So we should be able to... okay, he just patrols the walkway. Oh. Can't walk on the muddy grounds, eh?
Noticed something.
There it is.
An error. Fails to understand. Creation.
Poor kid. All them clockwork gears just not working anymore. Locked. Do we have a key? We have a lockpick, but no key. Do we need a key? Let's find out. Yes. Okay, so the freezer, I'm assuming it's a freezer since that says 0 degrees. The freezer says no. Freezer is nope. Okay. If I'm right, this is the other entrance. Yeah. So that young lady there patrols back and forth. We have to stay out of light. We're in a very bright light here. Yeah, she stands there with her back turned. We're not going to go rush at her and brain her or anything. But we do need a key for that, and I don't know where to find one. There's the... Oh, I believe the Light Master may have one. The Lighthouse Master Builder guy. Now, there's a person up there, but we might be able to squeeze past without being noticed. But we just have to be very, 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 very quiet. Oh, hey. Alright, he's coming right at us, so let's do this. Good night. Well, that makes things a lot easier. They don't have to find him. He just comes to us. Thank you, gentlemen. Actually, speaking of coming right at us, we've gotten a lot done here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pause. I think it's been time. I'm pretty sure it's been time. Not a lot of gameplay, a lot of exposition, but that's okay. So it has been time. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4 Kilobytes Short, on this Let's Play of Thief 2 of the Metal Age. And we will explore the lighthouse in the next video. So I will see you there.